As pandemic restrictions continue to relax, many workers will return to the office. It's a big change for people who are used to working at home, but it's also a change for our pets. I spoke with pet behavior scientist Dr. Reagan McGowan from Purina. How has the past year impacted our pets with us spending so much time at home?
That is a great question. So in the past year, many of us have been working and studying from home, which has made our pets some of the happiest members of the household. With all the extra pets and treats and cuddles, our furry friends like my dogs here, Luna and Perry, they've been getting a lot of extra attention and bonding time with us. But on the flip side, some of our pets are counting down the days until kids go back to school, offices reopen, and they can have the house back to themselves again for some long-awaited nap time. But either way, it's important for families to start preparing their pets for this transition.
Sure, it's always the balancing act where first you're in their space and now they may have to get used to that with some of that separation anxiety. And if people aren't going back to work in the coming months, how can we prepare our pets?
So it's important to keep in mind that pets really do thrive on routine. So there's a few ways we can help them get acclimated to their new schedule before the time comes. For example, start waking up early for walks and breakfast time as if you would before heading out for work. Then start dinner and evening walks at the same time when you would normally return from work, even if you've been home all day. And while you're still at home, try to find reasons to leave the house throughout the day without your pet so they get used to you being away and also get that opportunity to greet you and have that welcome home moment when you return.
How do we know if our pet has separation anxiety?
So transitioning back to in-person school and work will be a big change and bring out anxious behaviors in some pets. Even if the pet has never shown anxious behaviors before, this could be things like increased vocalization or unusual behavior or even depression. So it's important to monitor your pet's behavior to see if they're struggling emotionally. Key indicators would be things like house soiling when usually they've had great bathroom etiquette, unwarranted barking, howling, meowing, excessive chewing, or other destructive behaviors. If these things are happening in close association with you leaving the house, then there's a good chance that it might be related to separation anxiety.
And one unfortunate recent trend we have seen is a spike in pets being returned to the shelters. So what are some of the things that we can do so we can keep our furry friends in our family?
Yeah, this is a really important topic. So a lot of people took the opportunity to adopt new pets while they had some extra time at home. And so some of these pets, all they've ever known is this new pandemic lifestyle with people being home with them all of the time. And maybe they've created some behaviors that might not be ideal for when they transition back to having the family out of the house. So it's important for your pet to learn that it's okay to be alone by providing them opportunities for alone time, even when you're actually home. So for some pets, this could be just having a closed door to send a message of separation, while others might need to be reintroduced or introduced to a crate or encouraged to spend time in a quiet part of the house for part of the day. But make sure to give them something to occupy their time, like a favorite chew treat, puzzle toy, or cozy spot to curl up and take a nap. Ahead of actually leaving the house, try taking your dog for a walk or playing an interactive game with your cat as another calming strategy. Because after exercise, pets are usually ready for a nap, which can create the perfect segue for your family to actually leave the house.
And suddenly now, all I can think of are the puppy snuggles. Now, you can get expert pet advice on health, nutrition, behavior training, and so much more from Dr. McGowan and the team at Purina Pros at purina.com/expertise.